What's up, everybody? This is A7X Fan Ben, and today we're going to be looking at the pros and cons of schooners. So, this is a ship type that was introduced in the second set, Crimson Coast, and featured a lot of different ships over the course of the sets. You can see them all on PSM lists with a quick schooner search. There's way too many of them, and I've already essentially reviewed all of them through the podcast and or the collection review series. So you can check out those playlists if you want to hear my thoughts on any specifics. But generally, schooners are pretty fast. They were a big subject of reverse power creep, where schooners in later sets like Fire and Steel were a lot slower on average than the schooners in the first few sets like Crimson Coast and Revolution, where they really shined and were some of the best ships in those sets, actually. But a lot of them have good base moves, usually multi-segment base moves of at least S plus S. A ton of them move S plus L or faster. So pretty quick, and they look sleek, so it kind of fits that they're fast. A lot of good hybrid options like Intrepid, definitely HMS Durham. Santa Isabel is one of the best ships in the entire game. So, and there's also a little schooner swing tactic that my friend Luke M kind of thought about that I had never thought about or heard about or anything in all my years in the community. And Mike Mulvihill talked about how it was, they knew about it back when they invented it, the schooner keyword, like they saw that it had potential for that, but it's a really cool little tactic. So I'll link to Tealer Fire 27's video on it because he's got a good video on it, and it's pretty neat. So you can basically kind of reverse direction and use the schooner keyword to swing around and get a little bit of extra movement out of it. And it kind of depends on the ship type. It's better for, I think, the bigger schooners. But anyway, so it's not a crazy good keyword, but that can kind of add a little bit more of a fun movement element to it. So, and they just look cool. I feel like the two-masted schooners are some of the cooler looking ships in the game. It's a really neat ship type, like sleek, low to the water, cool hull profile, and kind of a neat mast arrangement as well. So I think the smaller schooners look better, but like the two masters look cooler than the threes, and the threes look cooler than the fours. But either way, a lot of times the fours are really good. So especially from those early sets. So for cons, like I said, the keyword is almost like a little bit boring for a ship type keyword. It's not super consequential, but it's not much of a con, really. I mean, it's not overpriced at all. So schooners are usually priced pretty well, except in the later sets when they're kind of more expensive than they should be. But a lot of the good schooners are, I would say, they're priced quite accurately, usually, to how good they are in gameplay. So not a huge con, really, just a little bit. It's just not as notable or game changing as some of the other ship type keywords like you see even here, like Scorpion, Sea Dragon, Hoist. Those kind of define those ships more so than schooner. This is just a little swing at the final movement segment. So overall, there are some really, really crazy ones in here. Raven is a classic ship. Royal James is one of my favorites. Lady Provost, one of the best English gold runners. La Santa Isabel, one of the best ships in the game. La Monarca, one of the best Spanish treasure runners in the game. So you can see like Esposel, high cargo, great ability. So there's just a ton of great ones. The Americans got a lot of good ones. You can see just in Revolution alone, they got a bunch of good ones. Peacock's kind of underrated. Jarvis is pretty solid. Neptune's Horde, Golden Medusa. A bunch of the ones from Revolution are some of the better ships in the game at their mast count. So pretty great overall. Like I said, there was some power creep. You can see you can even look at the base moves. Like if we just simply look for pluses, we can see on the base move column a lot of the stuff in these early sets. This is in chronological set order. We see a ton of multi-segment base moves, and then around South China Seas, GJC, MI, we start to see less and less, and then you see Ocean's Edge just falls off a cliff. And then towards the end, just the reverse power creep. There's just not as many good ones in the later sets. So kind of unfortunate. There were some good ones from Frozen North, to be fair. White Rose and Gruesome are both nice. But anyway, just something to keep in mind with them. Earlier sets better for schooners generally. So overall, big thumbs up. I love schooners. And especially some of the 2 and 3 masters from the first handful of sets. And some of those 4-masted hybrids can be just really nice. So overall, nice ship type. Good costs usually, and a fun one to use. And recommend checking out that schooner swing if you haven't ever seen what it can do or tried it in a game. It's a pretty neat little tactic to try out. So anyway, question of the day is, how much do you use schooners, and do you like them, and do you think they're worth using? So, and feel free, if you have a favorite schooner, you can mention that in the comments below as well. So I appreciate your feedback, and feel free to like the video if you got value out of it, and subscribe as always for more pirates content. Hopefully you're enjoying the videos, and love to see more people in the comments. It's always fun to interact with the community, see who's getting back into the game, see how long people have been around it, things like that. So thanks again for watching. Feel free to support the channel via the affiliate links in the description below as well. Get a commission from eBay. That'll help me with the channel and my efforts with the game. Try to keep it alive and hopefully bring it back as well. So thanks again for watching. This is A7X Ben signing off for now.